on the beautiful campus of Rochester Christian University and inside of Garth Pleasant Arena. This is Warriors basketball on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Stephen McDonald here with you saying hello everyone and welcome to our broadcast, game 2 of 2 on the day between the Rochester Christian Warriors and the Lambton College Lions. Men's contest concluded just a couple of minutes ago. Warriors men getting the job done in that one. We're counting you down to tip-off of game 2 of our Saturday doubleheader. Warriors playing regular season game number 3 here today, still looking for their first win on the 2024-25 season, going back just a couple of days ago on Halloween night, taking on Huntington. J.C. Summers finished with 14 points and 6 rebounds in 25 minutes of action. But coming off the bench and lighting it up in 19 minutes played was Demi Rodriguez, 24 points, also adding 5 rebounds and a pair of assists for number 22 for the Warriors. We're counting you down to tip-off, which comes in just a couple minutes from now from Garth Pleasant Arena. It's the Warriors and the Lambton Lions coming your way. Welcome back inside of Garth Pleasant Arena. Game 2 on this Saturday afternoon between the Warriors and the Lions. Tip-off just about 5.5 minutes from now. We're counting you down to tip-off here on the RC Sports Network pregame show. Stephen McDonald here with you as always. Important note for the Warriors again this afternoon, does not look like Amari Martin or Grace Lotus will be in action here today, as those two continue to miss time to begin the 2024-25 season for head coach Jared Ocampo. But they got some solid production from their team a couple of nights ago on Halloween night. Summers had 14 points, Melanie Moore 11 points and 10 rebounds, and again, Demi Rodriguez in 19 minutes off the bench, 24 points, 5 rebounds, and a couple assists. Warriors shot it 8 of 25 from three-point range on that night. 3 of those 8 makes came from Rodriguez as she went 3 out of 8 from three-point range, going 10 of 20 on the night overall. We'll step aside one more time, counting you down to tip-off, which comes just about 4 minutes from now. We'll get you the starting lineups on the other side of this timeout. It's the Warriors and the Lions coming up next.
What I've learned the most from golf is to have integrity in everything you say and do.
One of the biggest lessons of that sports impacts my daily life is discipline.
Be a champion of character, it just means to realize first that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Being a part of NAIA is something that I'm going to keep with me forever because it's not only made me a better athlete, but it's made me a better person.
The NAIA really just cares about their student athletes and just the experience in general at the school. I think that's really important.
The NAIA stands for, has great core values. One that's most important to me is servant leadership. Being able to serve your community is a huge reason why I chose the NAIA.
I am a champion of character.
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 Welcome back on the RC Sports Network pregame show. Tip-off coming up in just a few moments. Stephen McDonald here with you. Get to the starting lineups for both teams as we begin with the Lambton Lions. It'll be Maddie Bishop, Simone Wilson, and Brianna Pretty, the guards, Farrah Blackbird, and Morgan Gofar. Rounding out the starting 5 on the other side for the Warriors. They'll go with a bit of a bigger lineup here today, adding some length into the starting 5. Ashley Loon and Emily Lockey will be the guards. JC Summers on the wing. Tambry Williams and Melanie Moore are the forwards. Warriors men's team just about a half hour ago got their first win on the season and their first regular season outing of the year. Their meeting last weekend against Oakland was an exhibition contest with Division I crosstown opponent Oakland University. Rochester women 0-2 on the year coming into this one, as they've played a couple strong opponents in Marion and Huntington. They'll look for their first win on the young season. Opening tip just about 90 seconds away. We'll step aside one final time for the national anthem inside of Garth Pleasant Arena. Tip-off is coming up next. And there you have it from our public address announcer, Mark Stowers, inside of Garth Pleasant Arena. Warriors and Lions just about set to tip this one off. Again, starting lineups for both teams. It'll be Maddie Bishop, Farrah Blackbird, Simone Wilson, Brienne Pretty, and Morgan Gofar for Lambton. On the other side for the Warriors, Loon and Lockie the guards, Summers, Williams, and Moore the forwards, going with a bit of a longer lineup here today. Looks like the officials having a quick word with Morgan Gofar as she tucks in her jersey. Looks like the officials making sure everyone's properly tucked before we begin this one. It'll be Summers and Brianna Pretty. Couple 11s will go at it on the jump once the officials say that we are ready to roll. And there is the whistle. We are ready to go. Summers against Pretty on the tip, popped up in the air and controlled by Lockie and the Warriors. Summers has it, driving baseline, gets a step, can't hit the lay-in, and that's tapped out of bounds and will stay at this end. Last to touch it was Brianna Pretty. Summers will trigger on the inbound baseline. Floats it out high to Williams. Straight away it goes to Summers. Looked like she was going to step into the three. Instead gallops inside and goes off glass. First basket about 30 seconds in goes to the Warriors. Long two on the other end, hops off the rim. Rebound comes down to Summers. Push it up the floor for more. Extra pass Williams for two. Williams, not a player that necessarily lights it up in the scorer's column. Attempted just 3 shots the other night against Huntington as she comes away with the defensive board and gets chopped and fouled. She went 2 out of 3 that night, 5 points, 8 rebounds in 21 minutes for Tambry Williams. She draws the foul here against Simone Wilson. First foul of the game going either way. Loon drops it inside, gets it right back from Williams. Cycle it around the perimeter. Lockie for 3, banks it in! Hot start for the Warriors. They're up 7-0, just about a minute and a half in. 2 from in tight doesn't fall. Williams another rebound. Outlet to Lockie, steps into a 3 again. This one runs off the rim. Put back up, no, by Moore, picked out by Williams. Zip it around the arc, finds its way to Loon. That pass nearly taken away. And the shot doesn't go for Summers. Putback doesn't go either for Moore, but she gets the foul call. Fouls on Gofar, her first, team second. Gofar this year so far in 3 games, 7 points, 4 rebounds, also 3 assists as well. Moore at the free throw line knocks down the first. And this is an important start for the Warriors. Did not get off to a fast start in either of their first 2 games. As Moore comes up short on the second, Williams the putback. But no problem here to start for the Warriors against Lambton. Williams' second bucket. She's got 4 and 4 rebounds already. Battle for it on the near sideline. It'll stay at the left end. Here's Brianna Pretty, goes in, tried to underhand flip, stretch it up the floor for Lockie, bounce pass Williams, got it. 6 points for Tambry Williams. Also has a handful of rebounds already, has not missed from the floor. And then dribbling it out of bounds goes Blackbird. 7:19 to go in the first quarter. It's been all Warriors since the jump. Shooting it 5 out of 9 to begin. Lambton 0 for 4 shooting. Wilson will sit down. Cassandra Newcomb comes in. Lockie posts it up for Moore. Nearly turned over along the baseline. Bishop tried to save it, but it goes out. Here's Summers, flips it over to Loon. Loon wants a 3, got the 3. That's Loon's game, when she can just get the feed, take maybe one step and get up into the 3, just as she did there. And of course, if you leave her that wide open, more often than not, she'll make you pay. Here's Bishop, stepping back, pulls up, and knocks it down. First basket of the day for Lambton comes from Maddie Bishop. Typically wears number 2, but here today wearing number 1 is Maddie Bishop. Lockie for 3, that rimmed out. Skip it back outside for Loon. This time puts it on the deck, goes in, and lost it out of bounds.
Checking in, number 21, Lauren Smith.
6:09 to go in the first quarter. 15-2 Warriors, as they've come out shooting 6 of 11 to begin. Gofar has it, working against Moore. 15 to shoot for Lambton. Skip it this way for Bishop, puts it on the deck, wraps it back outside, corner 3, off the heel by Newcomb, and that's rejected out of bounds by Melanie Moore. That first shot by Newcomb obviously caught rim, so the shot clock reset to 20. There's 18 still on that, as this inbound feed and the shot put up by Brianna Pretty. And again, because it hit iron, push it back up to 20 on the shot clock. Summers and Moore will sit down. Rodriguez and Mila Alls will come in. And we've got a timeout on the floor, 5:39 to go here in the first quarter. Warriors 15 and the Lions 2. This is your home of Warriors basketball.
What I've learned the most from golf is to have integrity in everything you say and do.
One of the biggest lessons of that sports impacts my daily life is discipline.
Be a champion of character. It just means to realize first that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Being a part of NAIA is something that I'm going to keep with me forever because it's not only made me a better athlete, but it's made me a better person.
The NAIA really just cares about their student athletes and just the experience in general at the school. I think that's really important.
The NAIA stands for, has great core values. One that's most important to me is servant leadership. Being able to serve your community is a huge reason why I chose the NAIA.
I am a champion of character.
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 Warriors lead it 15-2 with 5:39 to go in the first quarter. Tambry Williams, 6 points, 4 rebounds as she starts 3 out of 3 from the floor. Maddie Bishop has the lone basket for Lambton. Lambton has the basketball out of the timeout. Pretty steps back, shot won't go, hits off the front of the rim. Rebound down to Demi Rodriguez. Up the floor and lay in good for Tambry Williams. The hot start for number 33 continues. Bishop sidesteps into a 3. That's off the heel. Rebound finds its way into the hands of Brianna Pretty for 2. Brianna Pretty in this game a year ago, 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. Gets her first scratch here today. Push shot doesn't go by Mila Alls. Pretty, that's a 3. That was way off to the left, and it smacks off the backboard with 4.5 to go in the first. Here's Loon, hesitates, gets by the defender, floats, won't go. Outside Lockie, corner pocket 3, skips off the rim. Williams there, count it, and the foul. Have a first quarter. Tambry Williams, 10 points and 6 rebounds. Simone Andrews will come in for the Warriors. Taking a seat is Emily Lockie. Williams at the free throw line for 1. Comes up short. Mila Alls tapped it out to Williams. Rodriguez into a 3 off the back of the iron. Long rebound comes down to Bishop. Bishop looking to push, steps back, misses everything. Send it back outside for Simone Wilson, who's come back in. Extra pass down low, turning, hooking, won't go. Williams another rebound. Up the floor, left all alone on the lay-in for 2 was Mila Alls. 21-4 Warriors as they get up and down the floor. 3:25 to go in the first, and that's a travel call on Lambton. Melanie Moore will come back in. Looks like Tambry Williams will sit. So it's Andrews, Loon, Rodriguez, Alls, and Melanie Moore, who just came back in. The 5 on the floor for the Warriors. Here's Rodriguez with it in the corner. Skip it far side for Andrews. Reverse it all the way back around. Rodriguez knocked down the shot, but a whistle before that. Three minutes to play in the opening quarter. 21-4 Warriors. Trying to step in for the steal was Alls. Shot comes up well short. Corralled by Demi Rodriguez as she walks it up the floor. Andrews left alone for three. Rebound Moore, puts up the shot, no. All's another try, that won't go either, but a whistle and a foul. Warriors start this one out shooting 45%. Doing much better in the turnover department than what we saw earlier this week against Marion. Have just one so far. All's at the free throw line, sinks the first. Has one more coming at the line. Gets them both to fall. So 2 at the line for Mila Alls, give her 4 points on the day so far. And this will be very important for the Warriors with both Summers, or rather Grace Lotus, and Amari Martin out to find some scoring depth in this lineup. As Coach Ocampo kind of tinkers with the rotation here early on with the absence of those two to start the year. Float the inbounds pass to Brianna Pretty, 15 to shoot for Lambton. Warriors able to come up with the basketball. Shahad Bakar puts it on the deck, but traveled with it before she did. On the floor for Rochester Christian, it's Simone Andrews, Shahad Bakar, Demi Rodriguez, Mila Alls, and Melanie Moore. Here's Brianna Pretty, steps back with 12 to shoot, comes into play today, averaging 21 points per game in their first 3 games. Whistle and a foul with 6 to shoot, as they'll get Shahad Bakar with the foul. First team foul on the Warriors. Minute 33 remaining in the first quarter. Warriors have jumped out early in this one, 23-4, as the first free throw no good by Farrah Blackbird. Blackbird, a freshman from Walpole Island, Ontario. Can't hit either free throw. Rebound comes down to Moore. Farrah's sister, Legacy, plays for Lambton as well. Wears number 12 for Lambton. Moore backing in. Turns, passes outside. But looks like she was camped out in the paint. Turnover by the Warriors with 1:19 to go in the first. They'll say it was Mila Alls that was caught down there. Try to work it outside to Newcomb. Looks like they'll get Andrews with the foul. Her first, team second. Quickly back in, it's Maddie Bishop, short rest for the guard. Going down the lane goes Pretty, high off glass, halfway down it doesn't go. Bakar all alone for three. Rainbow three goes. Final 35 seconds and counting here in the first. It's been all Rochester Christian as they're shooting it over 47% from the floor, and that last three puts them at 37.5%. This ball tipped out of bounds into the Warriors bench. Will stay at this end. 7 to shoot, 20.5 to go in the quarter. Inbound comes to Pretty. She's got 2 points, just 1 of 7 shooting so far. She'll step back, hoist for three, and that's a shot clock violation on Lambton. Warriors still plenty of time to work with in the final 11.8 seconds. Quickly off the bench for Coach Ocampo, it's Angelina Haysha and Riley Place. Andrews will jog it over midcourt. 5 seconds, driving, going baseline, off glass, no. 2 seconds and 1, looking up at the clock was Maddie Bishop, doesn't get a shot away before the buzzer, and that is how the first 10 minutes will end. Warriors 26 and Lambton 4. We'll get you some stats from that first 10 minutes of play on the other side of this timeout. This is your home for Warriors basketball.
Referred by RCU alumni.
What I've learned the most from golf is to have integrity in everything you say and do.
One of the biggest lessons of that sports impacts my daily life is discipline.
Being a champion of character, it just means to realize first that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Being a part of NAIA is something that I'm going to keep with me forever because it's not only made me a better athlete, but it's made me a better person.
The NAIA really just cares about their student athletes and just the experience in general at the school. I think that's really important.
The NAIA stands for, has great core values. One that's most important to me is servant leadership. Being able to serve your community is a huge reason why I chose the NAIA.
I am a champion of character.
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 Second quarter just about set to get going. Rochester Christian with a big 26-4 lead after the first quarter of play. Tambry Williams just missed a first quarter double-double, had 10 points and 8 rebounds, going 5 out of 5 from the floor. On the other side, the only points coming for Lambton, Maddie Bishop and Brianna Pretty. Lions start out the game 2 out of 20 overall. Warriors 10 out of 22. Lambton gets us started in the second. Zip a pass into the baseline that was turned over. Swing it down low in the direction of Moore. Tried to save it on the baseline. Pass intercepted by Pretty. Corner three rattles out. Summers going to come this way for Loon. Inside, Williams turns, won't go. More on the follow-up, that will. Try to send it opposite side of the floor. That was swatted by Moore. That'll be her second block of the afternoon. Settle it down in the front court with Loon. Now to Lowry. Float it down low. Off glass, good for Tambry Williams. "12 points for Williams. Summers tried to step in, get a hand on that pass. Nearly stole it. As Williams with the block. And now a 3-on-2 the other way. They get it to her on the lay-in. No. Summers follows the miss and puts it home. Lambton about to go with an almost entirely new group. 4 players head over to the scorers table across the way. Shot won't go, comes up short. Rebound down to Carmen Lowry. Kind of got tangled up there with Loon. Lowry wants the 3. Williams tried to go for the rebound, realized she went up over the back of Brianna Pretty, so kind of backed off there at the end. Didn't want to pick up the foul unnecessarily. Down low, underhand flip doesn't go off glass. Loon with the rebound. Summers, long 2, runs around and out, tried to follow her miss. And then dribbling it on the baseline was Lambton.
Number 13, Jordan Peterson. And for Lambton, number 4, Vera Blackler, number 5, Cassandra Newcomb, and number 20, Gianna.
Jordan Peterson comes in for the Warriors, the freshman out of Canton. Three on the way. Ashley Loon for 3. Second 3 of the day for Loon. Floater doesn't go. Summers the rebound. Loon 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 for 2 from 3-point range. Goes into the corner for Peters, who just checked in. Peters didn't play the other day on Halloween against Huntington as Summers tries a 3. That goes off the side. 6 minutes to go in the first half. That's been all Warriors so far, 35-4. Foul goes on Williams, her first, team's first of the second quarter. Looks like a couple subs will come in for the Warriors. Looks like Andrews, Rodriguez, Alls, and Angelina Haysha. Give it off to Newcomb, who gets bumped and fouled by Rodriguez. That'll be the first on Rodriguez, team second of this second quarter. Handling it is Farrah Blackbird. Pass was tipped, nearly stolen. That'll be a turnover by Lambton. That'll be their 5th turnover of the game. Haysha went to Andrews. They go down low to Peters, who turned and traveled. Quick shout out to Angelina Haysha, 12 in white for the Warriors, helped us out earlier today on the broadcast during the men's contest with Lambton. Appreciate her help as always. 5 minutes to go in the half. Driving baseline and turning it over. That was Newcomb. Newcomb, just a freshman on this Lambton squad. Here's Haysha. Looks like she wants to try and post it up for Peters, unable to get it down there to her. So they'll swing it around the arc. Rodriguez a long three, just a touch short. Offensive rebound Warriors. Rodriguez goes inside, leaves it for Peters, who puts it in. Jordan Peterson for two. And then Peterson on the defensive end gets the rebound off the miss. To Haysha for three. Off the heel, looked like it might drop in after it took that hop off the rim. But with 4:09 to go in the half, ball goes back over to Lambton looking for anything offensively, shooting just 2 of 27 here in the first half. Warriors shooting at 44% on their end, and they've got the 37-4 lead. We'll take the quick timeout on the Rochester Christian Sports Network.
The value of champions character across all institutions is a message that we can all get behind.
The purpose behind Champions of Character is to have that student-athlete experience be one of growth.
Men's basketball on campus, we make sure that we give back with a smile and with a purpose.
Our goal as coaches is for our players to leave being better men, better husbands, better fathers, and better members in their community.
NAIA is Champions of Character.
As the calendar turns to November, already playing Christmas music inside of Garth Pleasant Arena. 4:01 to go in the first half. Lambton turns it back over the Warriors' way. Stephen McDonald here with you on the RC Sports Network. Lockie for three, halfway down it spins out. Warriors come up with it off the deck, and that's put back up and in by Shahad Bakar. For the Warriors after this one, they'll go out on the road for 4 games starting on Wednesday against Indiana Northwest. Then they'll have a week off until the 13th. They'll go to Spring Arbor. Then on the 16th at number 15, Rio Grande. And they'll conclude the road swing and begin conference play on the 20th at Cornerstone. Their next time back here will be the 26th against Lourdes. As that ball rolls out of bounds And it looks like we'll stay at this end. 3:11 to go in the half. Looks like Lexi Ringley comes in for the Warriors, number 14. And that's a 5-second call on the inbound. Excellent job defensively by Shahad Bakar. You could see her there just jumping up and down, trying to be as active as possible to disrupt that inbound feed that never came. Place into a 3 off the heel. And a whistle against the Warriors. They'll get Savannah Laurenti with the foul. And if you're Coach Ocampo and the Warriors, this is about as good of a start as you could have hoped for with 2:48 to go, as they've now put 15 players on the floor in this first half. Again, no Amari Martin or Grace Lotus here this afternoon. Have not seen them yet this season. Ringley from the far sideline off on the 3. But this is what you want if you're Coach Ocampo. Start to figure out maybe how some of these pieces fit together and get some players some experience, knowing what you have coming back when Martin and Lotus do in fact come back into the equation. 2:20 to go in the half, 39-4. Underhand flip shot goes. Bryn Goebel with the lay-in. Ringley thought about the 3, now goes up for 3. Trying to track it was Chloe Sakalis. Couple subs getting ready to come in for Lambton. Crossover dribble, losing the handle. Sakalis trying to get it off the floor. Whistle and a foul. Looks like they got Maeve Moore. So for the Warriors, it's Sakalis, Place, Bakar, Ringley, and Laurenti. Send it straight away for Place. Come back for Ringley. Ringley gonna drive left, throws a shot up off glass, no. Rebound comes down to Lambton into the hands of Gianna Tharian. Left alone for 3. It's up and no good. That was Newcomb on that 3-point try. Shahad Bakar comes in, takes away the basketball. She's off and running. And now she'll slow it down in the front court. 20 to shoot for the Warriors. 50 seconds to go in the half. And this has been a Lambton offense that has had some scoring in their first 3 games. Bishop came in as that shot from 3 by Place is off. Bishop came in 13 points per game, and Brianna Pretty averaging 21 per game in their first 3. And then you've got players like Morgan Gofar averaging 7 points per game. So again, there was some scoring in this Lambton lineup coming into play today. Just haven't been able to find it this afternoon, as they're just 3 out of 30 in this first half and 0 for 6 from downtown. Clock stops with 23 and a half to go, and the shot clock is off. First free throw is good. Second one was halfway down. It rings out. And a whistle will send us the other direction. They got Smith with her second, team's fourth. Final 12 seconds and ticking of our first half. Warriors in no rush with Shahad Bakar. Nearly turned it over on the far sideline, but stepped on the line, did Brianna Pretty. 5.9 seconds to go, 39-7 our score. It'll be a far right corner inbound for Shahad Bakar. Gets it into Ringley. Bakar turns, throws up a shot, no. Battle for it on the floor, nobody gets there in time. And that is how the first half will end. Warriors 39 and the Lambton Lions 7. Some stats from that first 20 minutes of play. Warriors shoot at 16 of 42, good for 38% from the floor. 7 turnovers in that first half for Rochester Christian, better than what they had done in their previous couple games to start the season. Had north of 20 turnovers just a few days ago here against Marion, so at a better pace in that category here this afternoon. Dominating the rebound battle is Rochester Christian, 37-15 in that respect. But of course, that largely due to the 3 of 30 start from the floor for Lambton so far in this one. Tambry Williams finishes the first half with 12 points and 8 rebounds on 6 of 8 shooting. Ashley Loon, 6 points and 3 rebounds, going 2 for 3. Although much of the Warriors starters did not play a ton after that first 10 minutes of action, as they finished out the first 10 minutes up 26-4. They wrap up the second quarter outscoring Lambton 13-3 in the second. We send you to the half with the Rochester Christian Warriors 39 and the Lambton Lions 7 on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Rochester Christian puts up 39 first half points. Going back just a couple of days ago on Tuesday evening against Marion, had 37 points for the whole game. Had 70 on Thursday on Halloween night in an 83-70 setback at Huntington. Second half is underway on the RC Sports Network. Stephen McDonald here with you. 39-7 was our halftime score. Ashley Loon was looking to tack on. Loon 6 points back in that first half, had a couple threes in the first. Foul goes on Lockey, her first. Warriors sending back out the starters after much of the second was played by the reserves. Heading towards the baseline, stops, turns, and it won't go for Farrah Blackbird. Swing it around to Loon. Back the other way to Lockey. 13 to shoot for the Warriors. They'll post it up for more. Backing in, turning, and scoring. Second basket for Moore. 2 out of 4 has 5 points and 8 rebounds going in. And that was blocked out of bounds by Moore. For Moore, that's block number 3 today, so give her 5 points, 8 rebounds, an assist, and 3 blocks. Loon wants to go in the direction of Williams. Williams 12 points, 8 rebounds in that first half. Loon for 3. Halfway down, and it rims out. And looks like they'll get Williams for going over the back. That'll be the second on Williams. Pushing it up the floor goes Lambton. Finds the trailer Blackbird, extra pass baseline, runs it around and down. Nice extra pass by Farrah Blackbird there, gets the assist. Basket for Brianna Pretty. This pass too tall, intended for Ashley Loon. Simone Wilson will come in for Lambton. A couple of subs getting ready to come in for the Warriors. Looks like they'll go a whole new group. So the starters last only about 2 minutes and change into this third quarter, and now they all come out. Bounce pass going to the corner and turn it over on the pass by Newcomb. Newcomb, a freshman for head coach Janine Day, who in talking about Newcomb says Cassandra is an extremely talented athlete who will bring length and skill to our wing position. Her ability to play multiple positions on the court adds to an important versatility to our team, as the basket's good for the Lions, as they're still in a big hole, 41-11. Peterson, the rebound, goes back up, got it, counted in a foul. Jordan Peterson, the offensive board, and the lay-in +1. And it looks like a timeout called on the floor with 7:02 to go in the third. 43-11. Warriors have led since the jump. And the Warriors will have a free throw coming on the other side of the timeout. We'll take a quick pause on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Foul went against Maeve Moore. That'll be her third. On the lay-in, that was good by Jordan Peterson. 4 points for Peterson coming off the bench in this one. Warriors have gotten scoring from 8 different players. Tambry Williams, 12 points, 8 rebounds. Ashley Loon, 6 points, 3 rebounds. Shahad Bakar with 5 points. Melanie Moore, 5 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Peterson at the free throw line knocks it in. Here's Bishop. Reverses it for Newcomb. Driving, bounce pass to the interior, was knocked away and tied up. Will stay here. Warriors got to it. Lambton did well to tie up the ball. And as a result, it will stay with them. 6:43 to go in the third. Bishop on the inbound. Bounce pass was disrupted by Peterson. They'll get her for the foul. That'll be the second on Jordan Peterson. Team's third.
Foul number 13, Jordan Peterson, her second, team third of the third.
Bishop will try one more time on the baseline inbound. That pass was tipped by Peterson, taken away by Rodriguez. Bounce pass to Peterson is good. Excellent work between Peterson and Rodriguez in that fast break situation. Whistle and a foul at the other end. Peterson will get her third, team's fourth. Gianna Thurian comes in. Free throws for Brianna Pretty. First one's good. Big bend at the knee, comes up with the second one, rattles out. Rebound comes down to Alls. Pushing up the floor, gets tied up. That's Carmen Lowry. Lowry played just 10 minutes the other night against Huntington. Peterson cycles it around to Simone Andrews, who traveled with it before she put it down. Turnover by the Warriors, that's number 10. And that's something to watch the rest of our second half, is if the Warriors can keep that turnover number down just a bit. Had 16 on Thursday, did the Warriors against Huntington. in the turnover department. First free throw by Brianna Pretty is good. One more for her at the line. Knocks down both. For Brianna Pretty, that's points number 9 and 10 on the day. 3 is through for Carmen Lowry. Warriors shooting it just below 24% from three-point range after that last one by Lowry. Looking to push is Simone Andrews. Backs it out to Rodriguez for 3, and that's through. Give the assist to Simone Andrews in transition. Rodriguez first points of the day. Now 1 for 3 shooting, all from beyond the arc. After she had the big night a couple of nights ago, putting up 24 points for the Warriors. Tharian goes up and gets the 2. Rodriguez gonna try again, got it again. She knocked it down from the far wing last time, comes right back and hits it from the near side wing. Back-to-back threes for Demi Rodriguez. She's got 6 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. It's 55-16, timeout on the floor with 4:21 to go in the third. We will step aside from Garth Pleasant Arena. This is the RC Sports Network.
What I've learned the most from golf is to have integrity in everything you say and do.
One of the biggest lessons of that sports impacts my daily life is discipline.
Be a champion of character. It just means to realize first that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Being a part of NAIA is something that I'm going to keep with me forever because it's not only made me a better athlete, but it's made me a better person.
The NAIA really just cares about their student athletes and just the experience in general at the school. I think that's really important.
The NAIA stands for, has great core values. One that's most important to me is servant leadership. Being able to serve your community is a huge reason why I chose the NAIA.
I am a champion of character.
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 Back to the action with 4:21 to go. Demi Rodriguez back-to-back threes sent us to the timeout. Hit one from each wing. First the far side, then from right in front of us on the left side of your screen. Bumping a foul out high. They'll get Sakalis working against Maddie Bishop. Bishop just 2 points on 1 of 5 shooting, came in averaging 13 points per game, also shooting it really well from 3, 43% on 7 attempts per game in their first 3 games. In fact, was 4 out of 11 from 3 in their last game against St. Clair. First free throw pops out for Bryn Goebel. But just one of those days at the offensive end for the Lambton Lions, a team that came in averaging 64 points per game in their first 3. Didn't necessarily shoot it at a high percentage, but still able to come up with 64 points per game. as turning, and that was blocked by Sakalis, but they'll say whistle and a foul. Check that, they give it to Riley Place. Sakalis was there as well on the ball. That'll send Morgan Gofar to the free throw line. And again, the Warriors using every bit of their bench here today have put 16 players on the floor so far. Again, no Grace Lotus or Amari Martin for Rochester Christian as they try to go inside for Sakalis. And a foul as that ball came free. Foul goes on Blackbird, her first, team second. Angelina Haysha into the ball game. Pass was intended for Sakalis. Whistle and a foul is going to go on Gofar. Warriors on the floor. It's Sakalis Place, Bakar, Haysha, and Laurenti. Again, they've used 16 players so far in this one. Long three comes off by Riley Place. Offensive rebound, Warriors. Haysha left alone. That's for three. Pass looking up the floor for Gofar, taken away by the Warriors. Shahad Bakar head up, will alertly back it out to Sakalis. Extra pass finds Haysha for three again, and it's through. We saw Rodriguez go back-to-back just a couple of minutes ago. This time it's Angelina Haysha going back-to-back. 6 quick points. Lexi Ringley comes in for Shahad Bakar. Free throws up and through. At the line is Blackbird. Sinks them both. Send it this way for Haysha. She'll try again. My goodness! 3 in a row for Angelina Haysha. The bench is absolutely loving it. The Warriors knock it away at the other end, and the student section to our left is pointing out Angelina Haysha on the floor, saying, give her the basketball. Just above the free throw line for Sakalis, hands off to Riley Place, trying to turn the corner. Ringley could have made the extra pass to Haysha, didn't see her with 5 to shoot, puts up the 3, can't bank it home. That was Savannah Laurenti. Outside it dribbles to Blackbird. She'll go baseline and gets bumped and fouled by Sakalis. For Blackbird, just 2 points, 0 of 5 from the floor, 2 out of 4 at the free throw line. Also has 1 assist in this one. She'll step to the line for a couple free throws. And for Blackbird, when not suiting up for the Lambton Lions on the basketball court, a member of the Haudenosaunee National Box Lacrosse team, Haysha from the corner. Oh my goodness! Angelina Haysha cannot be stopped from beyond the arc. The Crimson Crazies are going absolutely crazy. The underhand flip shot at the other end doesn't go. Savannah Laurenti away with it, hands it off to Haysha. We'll see if she pulls up as they get it back to her again. Final minute of play in this third quarter. And trying to work it into the corner for a fading Angelina Haysha. Traveled with it did Chloe Sakalis. And you could see there on your screen kind of pointing, telling Haysha that she wanted her to keep going. And that little bit of hesitation is what threw that off. Final 45 seconds of the third, in which Angelina Haysha has caught fire, now ties Tambry Williams with a game-high 12 points on 4 of 5 shooting, all coming from beyond the arc. And the Warriors will get one final possession in this third quarter. And you wonder, will it be Angelina Haysha one more time? This time it'll be Place for three. One hop off the rim. Laurenti battling for the rebound, going to get called for going up and over. That puts Lambton in the bonus for the final few seconds of our third quarter. So we'll walk down this way and shoot some free throws. Smith at the free throw line, sinks the first. Halfway down, it rims out for Smith on the second try. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Haysha over here near side corner. Locking off on her is Maddie Bishop. Extra pass floater good for Chloe Sakalis. Lambton tried to push it up floor for one final heave. They do not get it. And at the end of three, it's the Warriors 69 and the Lions 24. The Warriors actually came out and rushed Angelina Haysha as she was coming off the floor. As she had a big third quarter, she has 12 points on 4 of 5 shooting, all coming from three-point range. That ties her with a game-high 12 with Tambry Williams, who still sits at 12 points and 8 rebounds. Warriors outscoring Lambton in the third, 30-17, and they lead after three, 69-24. Quick timeout as we head to the fourth on your home for Warriors basketball.
What I've learned the most from golf is to have integrity in everything you say and do.
One of the biggest lessons of that sports impacts my daily life is discipline.
Be a champion of character, it just means to realize first that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Being a part of NAIA is something that I'm going to keep with me forever because it's not only made me a better athlete, but it's made me a better person.
The NAIA really just cares about their student athletes and just the experience in general at the school. And I think that's really important.
The NAIA stands for, has great core values. One that's most important to me is servant leadership. Being able to serve your community is a huge reason why I chose the NAIA.
I am a champion of character.
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 A much better third quarter by Lambton. They put up 17 points in the third, had just 7 points when we hit the half, as they were shooting 3 of 30 in the first half of play. but it has been all Warriors since the jump. We enter the fourth quarter 69-24. Warriors looking for their first win of this young season. That ball swatted out on the right side corner by Mila Alls. It'll be Carmen Lowry, Simone Andrews, Emily Lockey, Mila Alls, and Tambry Williams for the Warriors. It'll be Bishop, Pretty, Moore, Thurian, and Smith out there for the Lions. Corner three is up and through for Smith. So no Angelina Haysha to begin the fourth quarter for Coach Ocampo, as she got red hot in the third quarter. Three is up and through. Mila Alls for three. Along two at the other end, splashes down. That was Morgan Gofar. Here's Lockey. Pass down low to a basket-cutting Alls. Zipped it back outside. Simone Andrews for three. That's no good. Pivoting Williams. Can't get it to fall. Lowry got a fingertip on the miss. Away with it comes Lambton. Walking up into a three that's well off by Maeve Moore. Alls looked like caught a hand to the face, took an extra step as she did, and they'll say it's a travel on Mila Alls. Fans right in front of us wanted a foul call, as again she took that hand up high. 8:29 to go in the basketball game. Warriors men's team earlier today knocked off Lambton 95-66, the final in that one. James Fisher finished with 23 points. And on this end, still 8:17 to go in our basketball game, but so far, so good for the Warriors. Haysha and Williams combining for 24. It'll be a sideline inbound just off to our right. Lowry, Andrews, Peterson, Lockey, and Alls. That's the five for the Warriors. 10 to shoot for Lambton. They have Bishop, Blackbird, Newcomb, Gofar, and Goebel. Taking it away is Peterson up the floor all alone. Lockey for two. Peterson and Lockey, when they've been on the floor together today, have been solid in transition. They hook up one more time. It's 74-28, going down the lane, hook it up and fill it up for Farrah Blackbird. Alls thought about it, takes the three off the heel. Rebound Gofar. Interchanges with Bishop, who sends it far corner. And then we'll get a grab and a foul. Looks like against Mila Alls. And I'll tell you what, Mila Alls gets hit with the foul, just her first. But Bryn Goebel, as those two were doing battle against each other, wasn't afraid to use a little bit of that off arm a time or two. A whole new group about to check in for the Warriors, including Haysha. 3 is up and off the back of the iron by Bishop. 6:40 to go in the basketball game. Andrews underhand toss for Lowry, gets it right back from her. Andrews all the way in, underhand score. For Andrews, that's the first field goal of the day, 1 out of 5 shooting. Correction for Andrews, now 2 out of 6 with that last bucket. 5 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. And again, a whole new group in for Rochester Christian. Looks like Sakalis, Place, Bakar, Haysha, and Savannah Laurenti. So you wonder if for the next 6 minutes and change, does Coach Ocampo just platoon his lineup and get everybody a couple more minutes in this one. Bakar brings it across midcourt, swinging around to Place. Here's Haysha, who was red hot in the third. See if they try to set her up with a look, as she's 4 out of 5 from three-point range. 10 to shoot. Bakar driving, gets all the way in, underhand flip, gets blocked out of bounds by Gianna Tharian. 6 to shoot. Toss into Sakalis, long 2. Offensive rebound was had for a moment by Laurenti. Pass inside to a basket-cutting Brianna Pretty. Couldn't finish on the receiving end. Sakalis pivots. Laurenti on the kick, drives. That was tipped. On the follow-up, good by Chloe Sakalis. Four points for Sakalis. And that's now 12 different Warriors with points in this one. Shahad Bakar left open for 3. Bang! Four and a half to go. The 3 by Shahad Bakar makes it 81-30. Give the assist to Haysha. And a 2 at the other end. Warriors have upped their three-point shooting to 38%. Remember, back in the early stages of our third quarter, we're only at about 23%. But then Angelina Haysha happened in the third. And now the most recent 3 by Shahad Bakar. Warriors with 13 threes on the day, shooting it just below 46% for the game. We've got 4 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the game. For Shahad Bakar, that's now 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists on 3 of 5 shooting. Has knocked down both of her threes in this game. Warriors on their way to their first win of the regular season. Would put their record at 1-2. Next game will come on Wednesday the 6th as game 1 of a 4-game road stint They'll be at Indiana Northwest. Then a week later on the 13th at Spring Arbor. Then Saturday the 16th against Rio Grande, and finish out the road swing on the 20th at Cornerstone to begin WAC play. They'll then return on Tuesday the 26th, just a couple days before Thanksgiving, to host Lourdes. That'll be a doubleheader with the men and women both playing on that Tuesday evening before Thanksgiving. We'll have both those games for you here on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Our next broadcast on the RC Sports Network will come on Wednesday as women's volleyball has their senior night. 3 to shoot for the Warriors. Haisha has it, gives it up to Sakalis, who won't get a shot away in time. Final 3 minutes and 45 seconds of this game. Lambton still does have a timeout in their pocket if they want to use one. Not sure, though, at this point in the game if they will elect to do that as they throw it away out of bounds on the near side. Coach Ocampo looks on. As you can imagine, looks pretty relaxed over there on the far side, standing at the scores table right in front of our SID, Hussein Murray. Foul goes on Smith, her third. Timeout on the floor with 3:24 remaining. We will step aside, come back for the conclusion between the Rochester Christian Warriors and the Lambton Lions on the Rochester Christian Sports Network.
What I've learned the most from golf is to have integrity in everything you say and do.
One of the biggest lessons of that sports impacts my daily life is discipline.
Be a champion of character, it just means to realize first that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Being a part of NAIA is something that I'm going to keep with me forever because it's not only made me a better athlete, but it's made me a better person.
The NAIA really just cares about their student athletes and just the experience in general at the school. I think that's really important.
The NAIA stands for, has great core values. One that's most important to me is servant leadership. Being able to serve your community is a huge reason why I chose the NAIA.
I am a champion of character.
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 .24 to go in our basketball game. Lambton, mentioned before that timeout, did have one remaining. They do utilize it, so they are out of timeouts for the final 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Outside Ringley for three. Can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound, Laurenti puts it in. First basket for Savannah Laurenti. Posted up down low for Goebel, who turns and traveled with it before the shot. Warriors going with Sakalis, Place, Haisha, Ringley, and Laurenti. Would imagine with 2:45 and counting that will most likely be the group that they end the game with. Going down to the baseline, going up, but getting fouled on the way up goes Ringley. Ringley, the freshman guard out of Saginaw, will step to the free throw line. knocks in the first free throw. That'll be the first point of the day for Ringley. Has one more coming and converts on that as well. That last foul went against Bryn Goebel, just her first, team second. That put Ringley at the free throw line, stretch it up the floor, looking for Laurenti, too far.
Number 11, Brianna Credit.
.2:10 to go in the basketball game. 85-32 Warriors. They led at the break 39-7. Yes, 39-7 as the 3 too strong by Smith battle and a tie-up for the rebound underneath the hoop. Possession arrow favors the Warriors.
Number 5, Cassandra Newton, lead her first. Lead third.
Warriors have shot it just under 46% in this one, 37% from three-point range. Angelina Haysha, a big part of that, going 4 of 5 from three-point range. All coming back in our third quarter.
Stays with the Warriors.
16 seconds on the possession for the Warriors. Minute 35 to go in the game. Place wants a three. Skips off the rim. Rebound down to Sakalis. Outside Haysha, one dribble. Knocks it down. She knocks it down right in front of the student section. They got up off her feet the minute the ball touched her hands. That's 15 points for Angelina Haysha. Foul's going to go on Riley Place. Third foul on Place. Pretty at the free throw line, misses the first. A brilliant second half performance by Angelina Haysha. 5 threes in the second half, has 15 points, and also give her an assist as well. Second free throw was good by Brianna Pretty. Extra pass down low for Laurenti. Turns, throws up a shot. Didn't get a lot on it. Sends it outside for Ringley for three. It has been raining threes in the second half for the Warriors. Haysha knocks one down a minute ago, and then Ringley from the opposite side. Ringley got a hand on that shot. Move it up the floor for Haysha in transition, who pumps the brakes and scores. Haysha not letting up until that final buzzer sounds, which will come in about 25 seconds. Ringley comes away with the basketball. Shot clock goes dead. Place thought about the three. She'll step back outside. Haysha thought about it as well. Instead, she'll backpedal to midcourt and just dribble out the time. But you could see it in her eyes. Was hunting number 6 there just before the buzzer. And that will do it. Warriors come away with a massive home win, 93-33, as they finish the game knocking down 15 threes, 5 of which came from Angelina Haysha, who finishes with a game-high 17 points on 5 of 6 from three-point range, went 6 of 7 overall. Tambry Williams comes just shy of a double-double, played very sparingly in the second half. She finishes with 12 points and 8 rebounds. On the other side for Lambton, Brianna Pretty finishes with 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. But again, the Warriors got up early, 26-4. After the first quarter, it was 39-7 at the halftime break, and they cruised to an easy 93-33 win. For SID Hussein Murray, my name's Stephen McDonald saying so long from Garth Pleasant Arena, where the Warriors come away with a pair of wins on the afternoon. The Warrior men knocking off Lambton earlier this afternoon, and the women come away with a 93-33 win to round out the day. This has been a presentation of the Rochester Christian Sports Network.